make sure you ready to lock. Like, make sure like this is the decision you want to make. What you saying, gals? Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we live life the affordable way. We have another lock video. I know you guys like these videos, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy lock videos. My name is Manika. Nice to meet you. I just want to talk about everything that I learned on my lock journey. Knowing the method that you're going to start with. Started with comb coils, but one of my comb coils did not lock, so I had to 2-strand twist it. It was one in the middle, so I had to 2-strand twist my hair. And when I tell you, I'm glad I started my locks with comb coils, just because some lock methods take longer to lock. All of my locks locked before the 2-strand twist one. Like at the bottom, I was literally able to see the twist inside the lock, and I did not like that. Versus my other locks just fully lock. Like, they went through its process, but it fully locked. But with 2-strand twists, I noticed like you still can see like that 2-strand twist at the end of the lock, and I did not like that look. Like, that lock in particular used to irritate me. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is no matter how long your hair is, your hair will shrink up. Like, you can't even run from it. Like, it's no running, it's no nothing. Like, my hair, I started, now I ain't gonna lie, my hair wasn't that long, but it was little length. Like, it was little length. My comb coil started, and I telling you, it shrink up to literally 2 inches. 2 inches of hair. You can't run from it. Like, it's just a part of the process. But just know, when your locks shrink, it's going to be beautiful when it goes out. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is just because your locks unravel, do not panic. I thought on my lock journey a million times that my locks was over with. Like, I thought that was the end. I didn't mess up. I thought it was over with. A lot of times I wanted to comb it out, but I did not comb it out. I just trust the process. So when it did unravel, I just twined it right back in there, and she still locked. So I was so happy for that. So if your locks are unraveling, do not panic. Take a deep breath. Just comb coil it back up, or go see a loctician. Your lock surely will lock. The thing that I learned along my lock journey is make sure you're ready to lock. Like, make sure like this is the decision you want to make. Because I was a wig girl. Like, I was a wig girl. Like I always say, I used to read, sleep, and eat wigs. Like, I would just put on wigs every time. Like, I was not that girl. I wear so naturally. Oh, do twist outs, do this, do that. I was not that girl. Like, if you're looking for that girl here, that's not me. So when I made the decision to actually lock my hair, like, I was always curious about it. Like, but because back then it was so much stereotyped, I didn't do it. So I actually made the decision to lock, and I was like, you know what, I can lock my hair, but if I lock my hair and I don't like it, I can always put wigs over it. Like, it's not a big deal. But little old me didn't know that when you're on your lock journey, like, you're gonna go through so much different things and so much different changes. But I'm still here 4 years in. Just make sure you're ready to lock, because there are going to be urges, and you have to be able to fight off the urges to comb your hair out. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is you're not gonna really see length until about 1 year. Let me just nip that in the bud right now. You're not gonna see length until about 1 year. Like, you're gonna see a fully locked lock in when you're literally 1 year in. Because when I look back at my 1 year photos versus my 6-month photos, what I thought was lock, but it was not actually lock. It was just a lock forming. Like, you're gonna see this, like, little bit the size of your lock, and you're gonna see like a lock actually form and stay in there, and like you able to identify that that's a lock when you're literally 1 year in. 1 year is going to determine how your lock journey is going. So you just gotta trust the process. I had to learn that. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is to ignore the inspo pics. Everybody got an inspo pic in their phone that they want their locks to look like. However, there's no guarantee that your locks are going to look exactly like that lock. Like, it's no guarantee. So ignore the inspo pics and just trust your journey. But it's also good to have somebody to look up to, like a hair routine, moisturizing routine, who have your hair type. Like, it's good to have somebody to follow, to look up to, but don't think your locks are going to look exactly like that person, because it's a lot of different factors that goes behind the person locks. Like, everybody is different in their own way, so nobody can determine how your hair is exactly going to turn out. You just can have like a slight idea, and there's nothing wrong with that. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is what works for someone may not work for you. There were a lot of moisture routines and a lot of oils that I try, and just because that work for that person does not mean that it's going to work for you. This is why learning your hair is so important on your journey. You have to learn and study your hair and learn the products that you're putting in your hair and seeing if these products agree with your hair, because I know one thing for a fact, like, what worked for me did not work for nobody. Because I know for a fact that some routines definitely didn't work for me. Like, it didn't work. So you have to be very careful. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is a routine is important. Like, we post these routines for a reason. We post these lock routines for a reason, because a routine is important. Like, you want your hair to be glowing, you want your hair to be flourishing, you don't want no dried scalp, you want your hair to be healthy, and be consistent in your routine. That's something that I working with now. Like, I trying to be consistent. Like, sometimes your girls fall off, but this year 2024 we being consistent with our routine. Another thing that I learned along my lock journey is locks is not just a hairstyle, but it's a journey. And I say this to say this because your lock journey will have your mind your mind will be so messed up sometimes. Like, you'll be like, what is going on? Then one minute you'll be like, yes, I finally get the cord, and boom, build up. Then you'll be like, yes, I finally can wear styles, then boom, thinning. Like, you will go through some things on your lock journey. Trust me, I've been there. So I just want you to know that it's not just a hairstyle, but it is a journey. And once you start your locks, you're gonna see why we call it a journey. You're gonna come right back to this video and comment and be like, yeah, I went through this, this, and this, and this. When I was locking my hair, I thought this, this, and this, and this was going wrong. Like, you coming back to this channel, you're gonna comment that right under this video. So, and that is basically all the beginner tips that I have for what I learned on my lock journey as a beginner. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.